Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Taylor, co-owner of Vegan Proteins Online Coaching, and today we are going to be talking about when going to the gym gives you anxiety. All right, so today I want to talk to what is probably a decent percentage of you that get stressed out or anxious at the thought of actually going to a commercial gym. I'm not talking about working out in your basement, I'm talking about going somewhere. So I have a lot of clients who have a gym membership, or maybe they have a home gym that they've finally outgrown, and they know that they're going to start to have better results if they go to a larger gym that has more equipment available to them. But the thought of going stresses them out so much that they probably are not going to go. So I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to get through that. And I'm giving you tips as somebody who has been training at a gym for almost 20 years now, and who still sometimes gets a little anxious walking into the gym. And I've just come to learn that a little bit of that is probably just normal. First and foremost, I have found a lot of success in reframing the word anxiety as excitement. Rather than saying I'm anxious about doing XYZ, saying like I'm excited about doing XYZ, because internally, a lot of the physical symptoms that we get from anxiety and excitement are the same. It's almost like our body doesn't know the difference. It's just our brain that does. And generally speaking, when we think of something exciting, it has a positive skew to it, and anxiety has a bit of a negative skew, but they're actually much more interchangeable words than you think. And this is just a quick little reframing tip that I think can be helpful in all sorts of situations, but particularly to this one. So if you've never been to a commercial gym before, you've never trained in one regularly, I think the first thing that you have to sort of make peace with is that it's going to be a little bit awkward. You're going to feel a little bit awkward because you're kind of like a fish out of water here if this is not your normal everyday environment. It will be soon, but it's not yet. So it's totally normal and part of the process that every single person in that gym went through to walk around the gym, not really know where everything is or necessarily how to use all of the equipment. Like I said, I've been training for almost 20 years, and there are still certain gyms I go to when I'm traveling where they have a piece of equipment and I'm like, I've never seen that before. I have no idea how that's supposed to be used. Now it doesn't make me nervous. Now it makes me excited like a kid at a playground that gets to try a new toy. But you know, back then when I first started, I remember just being so overwhelmed, and now I recognize that that is a normal part of the process, and there isn't a single person in that gym that didn't go through that exact same phase. Another thing that I think is really common is people who feel like they don't deserve to be at the gym. They feel like they're not fit enough or strong enough or lean enough to deserve to use the equipment. And first of all, I think if we use our brains logically, we understand that that's a really silly concept. How do people get in shape? A lot of them go to the gym, first of all. But secondly, you're paying the exact same membership fee as everybody else in that gym. You are just as entitled to use all of the equipment as anybody else there. So remind yourself that just because there might be somebody who's fitter than you or in better shape than you or whatever that even means, like that does not mean that they are entitled to the equipment and you are not. So my first kind of very obvious tip, but I think it makes a huge difference if you're nervous because you kind of don't really want to interact socially, you just want to be left alone or left to yourself, is to wear headphones. And even if you have nothing playing in the headphones, that's usually a pretty good sign to other people to leave you alone. 99% of people are going to be able to take that hint that if you have headphones in, you are not looking for a conversation. Now you can up the ante on this, you can double down on this and wear a baseball cap as well. Anybody that is a regular gym goer recognizes that baseball cap and headphones is please leave me alone. So that is really, really helpful. And if you've ever gotten to the gym and realized you forgot your headphones at home, it can be such a painful experience. So just make sure that you have those headphones with you. And, you know, to make this even more effective, have a really awesome playlist that you're looking forward to listening to while you're at the gym that really pumps you up. It's going to make the whole experience so much more pleasant. My next tip is to, if it is possible for you, go to the gym at a quieter time of day. Peak hours for most gyms are like 6 to 8 in the morning and like 4:30 to 7:30 in the evening. So if you can go to the gym outside of those hours, I highly, highly recommend it, whether that is first thing in the morning when the gym opens, or if you're able to go at my favorite time of the day is to go anytime between like 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So, if you work a regular day job, is it possible that you could go on your lunch break? That would be a great time to go. The gym is dead then. Or also if you can go in the evenings. I also find that weekend afternoons are very slow as well. So that's a great time to go to the gym as well. And you're just gonna not have to wait so long for certain equipment, and you're gonna have more of the gym to yourself. I personally love it. There's nothing I hate more than waiting around for equipment or it just being really crowded. I don't like crowds, so I like to go when it's slow, and if you have the privilege to be able to do that, I 10 out of 10 recommend it. My next piece of advice might be a tiny bit controversial with like the real meatheads in the world, but I would say start with machines. So when I started going to the gym, when I first joined a gym when I was about 18 years old, I just did cardio. I went to the gym and all I did was the treadmill, the elliptical, the stair climber. That's it. I never left the cardio section, but I could see the weight section from where I was, and I so wanted to be over there, but there was a part of me that was just so afraid of looking stupid and not knowing what to do over there, not knowing what to do with a dumbbell or a kettlebell or an exercise ball or anything like that. When I did finally wander over there, I was very grateful for the machines, because the machines, they're really hard to screw up. This is not to say that you can't screw it up and hurt yourself, because you can, but it's a lot harder to hurt yourself because they are very self-explanatory. You sit your butt in the seat, there are handles, there's a sign telling you what to do. It's pretty fantastic. And a lot of gyms even have like a circuit that you can follow. Not every gym has this, but I always think it's cool when gyms do. There will be like a row or two of machines that are designed to kind of be gone through in order, and you get a total body workout by the end of it, a total body strength training workout. Now, is this the absolute best way to train on earth? No, it's not. It's great to learn how to use the free weights, but as an introduction to the weight room floor, the machines can be fantastic and can really help you build up your confidence that you are capable of strength training and that you do belong in that side of the gym. So give the machines a shot. Along that same line, most gyms, when you sign up, will offer you a sort of complimentary session with a personal trainer. Now, most of the time, this is like a way to get you to sign up for regular personal training, which if that's what you want to do, totally go for it. Take advantage of the new sign-up offers that exist. But if you're not really interested in personal training, but you also have no idea how to get around the weight room, like they will show you. Personal trainers will give you a session and you can ask how to do basic exercises with dumbbells or barbells to get yourself started. So even the front desk staff at a gym should be able to, give you a tour of the gym, show you where everything is, and show you the basics of how to use some of the machines. When I was 19, I hired a personal trainer for the first time, and she taught me how to lift. And she taught me how to lift with intensity, and she taught me what good form looked like and kind of what good program design looked like. And even though we didn't work together for a super long time, I still look back at that as one of the best decisions that I made at that time. And it was very expensive for a 19-year-old at the time, but I still think that it was worth it to this day. Now, there might be other options that I would recommend as well, but back then, that worked perfectly for me. And I still think a couple of personal training sessions can be a game changer if you're feeling kind of uncomfortable or like you don't know your way around on the weight room floor. I would say, to tack on to that, it's best to have a plan. Now, even when I go to the gym now, I see lots of people just kind of wandering around from machine to machine, just almost, you can tell they're kind of making it up as they go. And there's nothing wrong with this, especially when you're just starting out. You're just kind of playing in the gym and kind of getting a feel for what kind of exercises there are, what kind of machines there are. That's totally fine. But when people are still doing this 3, 6, 9, 12 months in to being in the gym, they're just wasting their time at this point. They're not playing or learning what's there anymore. They're just there without a plan. And if you're just trying to kill some time and move your body, power to you. No plan necessary. But if you're trying to actually make progress towards a specific goal, you're going to want a plan. Otherwise, you are just wasting your time. So again, I go back to the personal trainer, really think that's a great idea. If you are interested in being part of a vegan community, our Muscles by Brussels membership is fantastic. Everybody starts at day 1, so if you're new, that's totally fine. And then every month you get the next workout in the program. So you have it right on your phone. You can do this at your home gym, but there's also like a commercial gym option. So you show up, it's right in your phone, you know what to do, there's no wandering around, there's no, what should I do next? What am I in the mood for today? It's like designed to get you results over time. So, it doesn't have to be the Muscles by Brussels membership, but you definitely, once you've got a feel for the gym, you want to show up with a plan. You're going to get much better results that way. My last couple pieces of advice have to do with the other gym goers there. I feel like this is the biggest source of insecurity for a lot of people, is that we feel like everybody in the gym is watching us, judging us, making fun of us if we don't know what we're doing yet. And I can guarantee you that is not happening. I mean, 1 in a million people are just going to be an asshole and judge and make fun of everybody in there. That says more about them than anybody else. But the vast majority of people, and I literally mean this because I've never seen it in person. I've never seen someone making fun of someone else in the gym in person, ever. They want to see you succeed. The people who go to the gym all the time, and especially some of the biggest, most intimidating looking people in the gym, they love the gym. This is their passion. Do you have something you're passionate about? How do you feel when other people get interested in your interests? You love it, right? Gym goers are the same way. When they see other people really getting into their workouts and learning how to do things and working towards bettering themselves in some way, they get pumped. They want to see you succeed. So if you need help, if you need a spot, don't be afraid to ask somebody else. And the more experienced or big and buff or whatever they look, in my experience, the more likely they are to be super friendly and help you. So don't be afraid to ask other people for help if you need it. But on the flip side of that, nobody's even paying attention. People might notice you out of the corner of their eye, but nobody is really thinking about what it is you're doing at all, because everybody's there to work on themselves. They are so focused on themselves, they cannot be bothered with what anybody else in the gym is doing. They just don't care. And the longer you go to the gym, you will start to see new people come into the gym and you will realize nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yes, in general, you want good things for this person, but nobody is watching to see, oh, look at this noob. They have no idea what they're doing. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. So yeah, I just thought that was an important thing to note. And just remember that every single person that you see in the gym was new once, and they didn't know what they were doing, and they felt awkward and uncomfortable. And, with consistency and time, many of these people are able to make great changes to their life, to their health, to their confidence, to their bodies, to all of these things. And if you so choose, that can also be your path if you just stick with it. Don't let this get the better of you because it's telling you stories that are not real. Anyway, guys, those are all of my tips and advice for if going to the gym gives you anxiety. If you are interested in any kind of coaching, whether it's that Muscles by Brussels membership I mentioned, or one-on-one coaching where everything is custom to you, you have your own dedicated coach, check out the links below. We are happy to be a part of your journey. Any questions, comments, concerns, requests, leave them down below. We love to see them. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.